Good afternoon, Virgo. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is healthy. I got hair. I shed so bad. I hope everybody is healthy right now. Everybody is doing well. I don't know what else to say. Man, I know one thing. It is an absolutely beautiful day out. I got out and went down by the river. I made a video on my Facebook page. If go into, I know like in my community on my YouTube channel, I'm able to actually post links to that Facebook page and to my live videos. Do check there if you follow me on Facebook. I'm fine. My Facebook is public. It's Tracy Lynn Porter. I made a remarkable live video this morning, if I must say so myself. That's not being egotistical. I'm just very pleased with how the messages flowed so effortlessly. I've been dealing with, over the past week, just being in some lower vibrations, which is why it's taken me so long to get all my videos out, because I want to give you guys my best. And so I had to wait for the energy. And, you know, sometimes we judge that, you know, like, but, you know, when you shed your ego, it's like layers of an onion. And so sometimes we have to be triggered in order to be able to strip away things. We have to be shown things. And so, you know, lower vibrations are nothing more than, you know, an opportunity to clear out any type of conditioned beliefs that no longer serve us, any type of cycles we've been stuck in. Because whenever I get through a cycle like that, where I am kind of dipped back down into the pits of hell, the 3D, I always end up so much more higher vibrational when it's over with. So, you know, but I judge it at the time. I'm like, oh, woe is me. What did I do wrong to end up here? Nothing. It's perfect. It's being divinely guided. So I talk about that in my video. We got two. If you would like to have a personal reading, I'm going to offer to you, like I have everybody, all the other signs. Right now, with this particular reading, if you're watching this, they're $20. After this video, they're going to go up to $40, because I'm being divinely guided to charge more because of my energy and my focus that I put into it. And like I said previously in other videos, I'm not here to be a psychic, to be a fortune teller, to tell you what's going to happen in your life, because whatever I tell you, you're going to align to it and you're going to manifest it. What I am going to tell you is what is blocking you from manifesting what you want. I'm not going to tell you, sit here and tell you what you don't want, because then you will walk out of here and you'll be like, man, Tracy's like the best psychic on the internet. She told me my love interest was cheating on me, and lo and behold, they were. And that's not it. I don't want that for you. So with that being said, I will give you what the energies are, let you know what's blocking you personally, so that you can clear it, so you yourself can manifest whatever type of reality you want in your physical world. Give me an energy oracle card for Virgo, please. And like I said, I'm sorry it took so long, but time is an illusion, and I know you want the best possible reading. You want the best version of me to be able to give this reading to you. And lately I've been working with a new spirit guide that I actually was able to channel Wednesday. Since I started this channel, I've had 5 spirit guides, so this one's a little different, so we'll see what comes up. We have the Two of Staves, which is basically the Two of Wands. And basically the energy that I'm getting with this is there is a waiting energy. This is a waiting energy. You see how, and not just waiting energy, but a lot of nostalgia, a lot of looking backwards, and really expecting things to look the same as they have in the past. That is the energy that I'm getting. But understand, you're on a whole new timeline. Whatever has happened previously, you need to let go. You need to forgive all the parties involved. You need to clear out that energy, because what's coming in is going to look different than anything you've ever had before. So if you're in a partnership with somebody, that is going to ascend to a brand new level of intimacy. And if you haven't met this person, you're going to. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. So if you stay stuck in the past, for instance, I can't talk today. Stay focused on a certain outcome, something that you have been trying to manifest in your life, this certain outcome. You want it to look a certain way. The message that's coming in is that this is not going to come in the way that you want it to. You're really limiting what it is that you're trying to manifest by thinking so smallly. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to not try to figure things out. When we try to figure things out, we limit ourselves to just that. Okay, so, maybe whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest, you imagine it's coming to you on a bicycle. And you're like, how in the world can this make it to me on time? I've been waiting, and I've been waiting, and I've been waiting, and I've been waiting. How is this ever going to happen when it's got to come to me on a bicycle? And, they're 500 miles away, or, whatever it is that, you are trying to imagine in your mind. But maybe the universe has it all figured out, and they want it to come to you on a jet plane. But because, you're thinking so small, and you're like, man, what it is that I'm trying to manifest, how's this going to work out? And you're adding all these limitations to it. That is how you're limiting yourself right now. And we have the moon, Diana. So basically, there is more going on than what meets the eye. And there's always things going on behind the scenes. Nothing has any meaning unless we give meaning to it. So basically, I'm getting this energy of, you've got this person, and it could be a long distance relationship. I know I had my own for a while. I don't know why. I just really sense very strongly a long distance relationship. That's why I brought up like the bicycle. Maybe this person's living halfway across the globe, and you're like, how in the world are we ever going to come together? The universe is so powerful, and your soul is so powerful. You could literally just be standing in an airport one day and just run into this person because it's limitless. And like I said, there are things going on behind the scenes. And, sometimes two people have to be with other people for a while. I know that's really hard to understand. Because you're like, okay, if I'm really in love with this person, why are we just not together right now? I don't understand. But if you think about what it is that you've been trying to manifest, what would have happened if you would have gotten it when you really wanted it? Would you both have been ready for it? It's that type of energy that I'm getting. There's a lot of preparation going on right now, things that you cannot see, things that are going on behind the scenes. Sometimes we have to stay out of the kitchen. That's been my spiritual guidance for like the past year and a half. Stay out of the kitchen. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So if you actually shift your focus and your intention from actually looking for someone else at this time to actually complete you and make you happy, and actually focus on connecting to your own power and your own higher power, whatever that is, and really expanding your consciousness, this is going to be the key to manifesting everything in your life. And how do we do that? Well, you take everything that's happening now and you try to look at it from a higher view. You try to look at it from the view of love instead of fear, because fear and love are mutually exclusive. We have the Ace of Cups. So this is a fresh start. And like I said, I feel very strongly this fresh start is coming, but it's not going to look the way that you want it, that not so much that you want it to look, that you expected it to look. You know, and like I said, imagine the two of you haven't spoken for like a year, or you've completely lost contact with this person and you just run into them out of the blue and you live in opposite ends of the world. You know, it's a fresh start and it's going to be unimaginable. It's going to be miraculous. That is the energy that I'm getting here, because there is a lot of passion in this connection. It says, allow your heart to sing with joy. And I'm always saying this, but not needing anything attracts everything. A lot of times when we're begging and pleading with the universe, God, or creator, that higher power I was talking about, because it feels a lot like you've been doing this, like really kind of begging and pleading with the universe, like I want this person. Now understand, we can't consciously manifest everything by focusing our energy on it. There are certain things that we align to by shifting our focus elsewhere. How many times have you had something like completely come to you when you had completely given up on it, you had completely forgotten about it, and then boom, it shows up? That's the energy that I'm getting here. Because some things we can't consciously manifest, especially if you're coming from a place of fear. If you're coming from a place of fear, like I have to have this in my life, I'm just going to die without it. Do you think the universe is going to give you something when you're in that headspace, when you're in that energy, when you're in that energetic vibration? No, it's going to, the universe matches you. So when you're in the pits of despair, feeling like, you know, you just really are going to die without this person, well, then you have to learn to live without them. That is the primary focus. That is what your consciousness needs to be focused on. Because otherwise, how can this be a happy connection when it's so codependent and it's based on fears and it's based on an obsession, a need? Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. We have the Princess of Cups. So there's a certain element of sadness here, of, like I said, of really feeling very nostalgic. I've picked up on a lot of nostalgia, really looking back at the past. And like I said, this connection is not going to be the way it has been in the past. I mean, it's all right to look back on these memories, you know, fondly. But it's not going to be the same. And until you release that, you're not going to have this Ace of Cups here, this fresh start, because you're still holding on to something that no longer exists. Because this connection, this whole relationship, so to speak, had to die in order for it to be resurrected as something else. We have Snail. Now I'm about to go to my book, but I'm pretty sure this has to do with moving slowly. I love this oracle deck. I love the energy. Taking your time, the sacred fragility. So once again, the focus needs to be on the journey itself. The journey is the destination. Enjoy the ride. And whatever, sorry, my clock's going off. I love that thing. I just got that thing 2 weeks ago. I love my clock. It makes me so happy. The journey is the destination. And you are to learn a lot along the way. This is about more than just having a relationship. The relationship itself is like the cherry on top. Beautiful energy. Nine of Swords, just feeling all alone and depressed. Understand, I was kind of in that energy recently too, and a lot of times we judge that, you know, when we go through things like this. But the reason why we go through things like this is because we get triggered in our monkey mind. We have a thought, and we believe that thought, and we focus on that thought, and then that thought becomes feelings. Then those feelings become depression, and a lot of it is based on the past. Really being focused on the past and really feeling like you miss somebody who's no longer here. Worried about what they're doing, who they're doing it with. Trust me, I've been there. But once you realize that nobody is their mind, you're not your mind, they're not their mind, nobody is their mind. And whatever we believe to be true about our world becomes reality. So be very careful what you're telling yourself. A lot of times we tell ourselves we're not good enough. Really think about, why isn't this person with you now? Was it your own insecurities, your fears that came up? Was it a lot of times, especially women, it's very hard for us to imagine the man that we love loves us too and wants us to. So we create all these blocks and all of this shit that stands in between us and the person that we love. And all of this is conditioning that we took on. So things come up for us to face, and the same shit keeps coming up over and over and over again in different ways until you finally clear that out. It's about clearing out that human conditioning, that monkey mind that we have, and really clearing out those thoughts. 2 hearts, 1 soul. Sisterhood. It says sisterhood here, but this is definitely a very soulful connection that you have with this person. And it's almost like you can feel them halfway across the globe, or wherever they are, you still feel them. But make sure you are not creating more blocks and more drama than what there has to be. Really kind of pull it inward. Really focus on yourself for a while, because if this person is directly connected to your soul, the key to winning their heart is by self-love, by showing yourself more love and valuing yourself more, and then they have no choice but to do the same. Good witch, magic. I love magic. Now, I love magic because magic helps me to consciously manifest. And I've said this in videos before. Do we actually need magic? I love witchcraft, hoodoo, all that kind of stuff. I'm into all that stuff, and it's past life related. I've always been witchy, even in past lives. But no, we don't need it, because we create our reality with our thoughts and with what we believe to be true. That is the law of attraction, in effect, that's always working in our lives, whether or not we are conscious of it or not. But for me, magic helps me to consciously manifest, because guess what? I believe in my magic. It's almost like affirmations. People believe in affirmations. Like, you get it into your subconscious long and hard enough, you'll believe it. I have to tell myself daily, I'm abundance, I'm good health. I'm abundance, I'm good health. I am love. I'm abundance, I'm good health. I'm love. Because otherwise, those human conditioned fears that we have will tell us lies that we don't have to believe. Love, Venus. Lots of love here, because you know what? It's clarified by woman holding a heart. Lots and lots of love here, and this connection is very, very mutual, no matter what it looks like. And try not to, I know I've fallen into this space before. I'm about to pull in one of these Lovers Oracle cards too. I've fallen into this space before too, where I've been like, well, this person would be with me if they were not in a relationship where they're being bound to it by responsibility, or they're being held back by something. Because guess what? When you tell yourself those things, you just created all kinds of blocks that actually become reality. So try not to think about it being anything. It just is what it is. Right now, it's just the energy that's keeping you apart, or your higher selves, because the time is not right. But don't create something out of it. Does that make sense to you? We have soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Perfect. Perfect card. This is a beautiful reading, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful energy. And you are on the right track, as long as you're not creating more blocks. So stay out of your head. And like I said, for this reading, personal readings will be $20. I'll let you know what's blocking you in areas of love, money, health, whatever it is you need to know about, because for the next reading, they're going up to $40. So do check for my email address that I will include in the description of the video. Thank you for watching, Virgo.